Cashless Society here again today, and I got two topics I want to cover with you very briefly, both completely unrelated. So the first one it says Ripple says it's throttling growth of global XRP remittance platform. Here's why. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse says the company has more demand for its XRP cross-border payments product than it can currently facilitate. In order to ensure that liquidity stays sufficient, Garlinghouse tells Modern Consensus they've actually had to slow down the adoption of the product. Garlinghouse also says demand for ODL is outpacing the company's overarching international payments platform, RippleNet, which doesn't require XRP. Ripple says more than 20% of all transactions on its global network of financial institutions now use their native currency. It was at less than 10% as recently as the fourth quarter of 2019. Couple important things to highlight here. I think the first thing that comes to mind for the retail investor side is, well, why isn't the price flying? What these financial institutions are doing right now with Ripple is they are buying over the counter. That has been happening for years now at this point. And what that does is you're not buying on the secondary market. You're buying at a predetermined price, basically buying in bulk. Okay, we're going to buy this many from you at this set price, and that's that. It's not like going onto an exchange and hitting market buy. That's what drives the prices. Retail drives the prices, and right now, obviously the retail demand isn't as high as institutional demand. But anyway, the couple things that really stuck out to me here, all that you really need to know is that obviously there is demand for this product, the XRP product itself. The argument against Ripple has always been that, well, banks don't need the XRP token. There's no reason to use it. They're just going to use their messaging service. That doesn't solve the underlying issue of the Nostro Vostro accounts and so on, which I've talked about in detail. But also, so there's that. There's more demand for XRP than there is for their messaging service, and there's also more than 20% of all transactions with the institutions are using XRP. So that's all you need to see. Obviously, demand is increasing. What's happening right now is this is all held up by regulatory uncertainty. That's why you have Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson publicly stating they need the government to get on board, and we gotta press go. Essentially, we gotta hit the green light and get this thing going with regulation. But anyway, that's about that. Next up, I wanted to talk about this article that came out a few days ago talking about Huawei. It says Huawei builds blockchain platform to help Beijing government manage people's data. Chinese tech conglomerate Huawei set up a blockchain-based platform for the Beijing government to better track and manage its citizens' data and everything from medical records and property registration to real-time vehicle parking status. The new platform will help the government monitor virus cases, streamline the process for people to register their real estate, and find parking spots for local citizens in real time. I mean, you can do anything and everything with blockchain, but what really stuck out to me about all this is that I've already talked about Huawei before. So in April, Huawei and Tencent, as well as many others, joined a national group on blockchain in China. So says China's major technology giants are among a group of organizations that have joined a national committee focused on creating standards for blockchain technology. In April, there was this committee that was established called the National Blockchain and Distributed Accounting Technology Standardization Technical Committee. Wow, that's a mouthful. Basically, you got Huawei, Tencent, Ant Financial, who's about to file for that massive IPO. I think they said upwards over 200 billion. Crazy. Will be by far the biggest IPO in history. But anyway, you got Baidu, Tencent, Huawei, all these big names in China working together on this blockchain committee. What does this matter though? Obviously, I've talked about it before. This is project on Elastos called Leo, and it has the likes of the Chief Information Security Architect of the World Bank, the Vice President of Tencent Cloud, the Chief System Engineer of Huawei Intelligent Data and Storage, all working on this together. So what does that tell me? It looks like Elastos is working with a lot of big, for one, Chinese government institutions, corporations, if you will, along with the World Bank, just, massive entities around the world. And I can't help but think, what's going on with this project behind the scenes? And does it have anything to do with Huawei building a blockchain platform to help the Beijing government manage people's data? So one thing you'll know and learn about Elastos is they have connections with massive companies in China. They do. And Rong Chen as well as Sunny Feng Han are both very well connected people in China. But unlike, Neo, or I don't know if Neo really did it, but these other projects in China, they're really hypey. Elastos is like hush hush, but instead their founders are like way more connected than any of these other China projects, in my opinion. So I don't know. Take what you want out of it. I don't know if this is good or bad. Honestly, as I've said, I think we are moving to a cashless society. I think we will see a day where everything is tracked on the blockchain. Is that a good world to live in as a person? Maybe not. But the whole point of me talking about all this is that it is right in front of us. It's happening. This is where we're headed. And this whole pandemic and so on has helped expedite the process. So take what you want there. It looks like Elastos could very well be connected with this project that's happening. But, I've tried to find updates on this Leo project to see if there's any information out there. And, it's openly stated as being hush hush and basically a stealth project. So who knows what's actually going on. But as I've said, Elastos doesn't hype anything up. They just build. So take what you want from all of that. Bare minimum, I hope that was informative. As always, please like and subscribe, share with your friends and family, and stay tuned for the next one.
What is a cashless society? What does it actually mean in a literal or high-level sense?
Money will become like these, relics of a different age, and will only be found in places like this. In other words, hard cash will disappear. It will become electronic, transferred by things like these.
Then Tracy is in Beijing to show us what a nearly cashless society actually looks like. Ben, good morning.
Mobile payment transactions in China reached a cumulative total of 277.4 trillion RMB in 2018, ranking #1 in the world, according to the recently released statistical report on internet development in China. As of June 2019, online payment users in the country reached 633 million. The cashless society is now approaching.
When's the last time you paid with cash? Well, chances are cash has taken a backseat to the plastic in your wallet and smartphone pay apps.
Denver 7's Ryan Luby explains the digital pay revolution and why not everyone is on board.
The cashless society, the cashless society.
The cashless society.
The cashless society is now approaching.
The cashless society.